In this video I am reviewing Ironlak. So if you've been painting for a while you probably will have heard of Ironlak. There is something really terrible about this brand and many people agree with me on this one, and I will tell you that later on in this video. In this video you're going to see some clips of me using Ironlak spray paint. So I've bought very minimal amounts of Ironlak spray paint since it's been relaunched in the UK. I believe it's a new formula. You don't get the silly string stuff that you used to get way back in the day when it was first launched. It generally seems like it's changed a bit, but yeah, still seems kind of similar. I love the can design. The can design is really cool. Here's one I cut open like I always do, and they are glass, so obviously not magnetic. So something I want to start, it shows my table's nice and flat. Right, something else I want to do is start measuring the length of the tubes, because I'll show you in a second. I can't measure it that well. Yeah, it's not the straightest. Because there's something interesting. So that is 158 millimeters. So what's that, about 6 inches and 3/8? Is that right? No. Yeah. No, 3/16. I'm not good with this imperial stuff. I'm not American. Right, so why is it interesting? Let's get the hardcore, which is going to be my next review video. And look at the difference in length. It's literally a whole 12mm shorter or something. But anyway, we won't get into that. You have to wait for the next video. But yeah, interesting that the tube lengths are different, which means this Ironlak brand should be better at picking up any little dregs of paint left over in the bottom, because it does actually get to the bottom of the can, whereas hardcore doesn't seem to. But anyway, right, enough of that, on to the next part of this video. So, Ironlak was born in Australia and built by writers for writers. Ironlak changed the landscape by offering a premium artist paint at a fair price point. I remember buying this paint way back in the early 2000s when I first kind of really got into graph properly, and they used to come in these little lids with 2 little New York fat caps on top, which is quite cool. Original for the time. I don't think any other brand has done it since as well. So, Ironlak, I've always loved the dual control valve. It's fairly variable, although at times it's a bit soft, so it doesn't really seem to give you much feedback. So, coverage and consumption. The consumption is okay, coverage is okay. It's just generally okay. Nothing to write home about. It's not as good as Loop or some of the other better brands. So the colour range, there are 102 colours on the website and the finish is gloss acrylic. The cost in the UK is currently £3.95 a can. In the US that equates to $5.36 a can, and in Australia $7.42, and in euros it's €4.57. Although I will say, in Australia it might be cheaper because I think it's produced there, or maybe not, maybe it's produced in Asia somewhere. So the terrible bit is the stock nozzle. It's called the Widowmaker. So many people hate this stock cap, and it's hated so much in the UK that one of the main UK suppliers of spray paint actually states in their advertising that the Ironlak cans come with a banana skinny yellow cap. So if you're after an affordable paint which is fairly good, then Ironlak is pretty good, but I would go for other brands. For not much more money you can get much better brands. So yeah, have a look at West Kent cans, and yeah, they'll do a better brand, a better price point. So yeah, check them out. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.